Right, guys, welcome to this week's Friday Waffle. The time is 5 to 6 on the 17th of April 2020, and it is Friday night. So, yeah, I hope you're all doing okay, guys. What have I been doing this week? Well, as I mentioned, I went back to work on Tuesday this week, and it's been a strange week. In my life, I don't think I've ever kind of gone back to anything, whether it be a relationship or whether it be a job or a house. If I've moved away from that part of my life, I've never ever went back. And so, of course, back in November when I left the company, as far as I was concerned, that was it. I was, away from there. I'd been 19 years on the contract, and as far as I was concerned, that was it. It was part of one bit of my life that I was kind of closing the door on, and to be back in it again is quite strange. But I've got to say, it's good. I'm so happy to be back working. Albeit in a strange kind of fashion, because obviously with the COVID-19, it's affecting lots of things. I'm based purely at home at the moment. I can't do any site visits. So yeah, as I said, it's a strange time. It's a strange time for absolutely everybody at the moment. But it's good to be back in the workplace, and it's especially nice to be in a job where you feel respected and that you're actually doing something worthwhile. You don't dread going to your work. I have no doubt as time goes on, I'm going to complain about my job, because everybody does. That's what life's all about, whether it's a job, whether it's about a relationship, whether it's about where you stay, what kind of car you own, whatever. We all complain. That's life. That's what we do. So like I said, I resumed back to work on Tuesday, so it's been nice getting a kind of bit of routine back to my life again. So yeah, so it's Friday night and it's actually quite cold. I mean, this week, what have I been doing? From an exercise point of view, I've not done any running, but I've managed to. I've went out on my bike every night since, I think, every night this week. I've been out only for about 40 minutes. I mean, I'm probably only doing like 3.5 miles, which is absolutely nothing on a bike. Not at all. The thing, I was talking to my girlfriend earlier on, and I was just laughing. I was saying how with this COVID-19, it's funny how if you have something in your house that you never ever use, it doesn't bother you. But see, the minute somebody tells you that you're not allowed to use that, the first thing you want to do is go and use it. And it's like exercise. There's a lot of people who, before the COVID-19 thing kicked off, never ever exercised. They never went out for walks. And the minute the government tell you you're not allowed to go outside, you can, other than for half an hour, it's amazing the number of people that you see going out for walks. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of people that are going out walking that never ever walked before. So, from that point of view, it's been a good thing. I can't not mention that old guy. There's a 99-year-old man who has, I think it's about £17 million that he's raised by walking. He's 99 years old. I think he's got quite a nice house. He's walking around his garden. Now, apparently his garden's like 25 metres long, and he's doing 100 laps. Now, bear in mind, he's 99. Did I mention that? And he's walking my Zimmer frame, and he was doing it to raise money for the NHS. And as I said, last night, I think it was up to 17 million quid, which is just incredible. I saw a few people commenting saying, what's going to happen to this money? Because I would like to think that this money is not going to just be used by the government and say, well, that's 17 million we don't have to worry about, we don't have to take it out of the budget. I hope this money goes to good causes, because there's so many people from a work point of view that, you know, it's really, really hit hard. And, you know, I hope this money does go to help these people. You know, there's a lot of nurses, there's carers, there's cleaners, there's bus drivers. There are so many people who are doing, you know, an amazing job at the moment. They're putting themselves out there at risk just to kind of keep the rest of us safe. So I hope that money does go to good use. Gaming point of view, what did I do? I've been playing a bit of Phoenix. If you've not started to take part in the Main Meister high score kerfuffle, go and take part, especially if you're furloughed or you're stuck in the house. Basically, I put a game up every Monday, I think it is. Yeah, Monday night. Is it Tuesday? I can't remember. It might be Monday. I think it's Monday, actually, Monday night. I mention a game and you basically play it and try and get a high score. It's purely for fun. You know, there's no pressure. I mean, I'll always tell you what game and what ROM set it is. It's always going to be I'm saying it's always going to be an arcade game. There's nothing to stop me picking, you know, a home computer game, a C64 or a Spectrum game, something like that. But been playing a bit of Phoenix. It's ridiculously difficult. It really is. The movement of the baddies is erratic. It's completely random. Yeah, it's just that it's an insanely difficult game, but there is a bug. Now, I didn't know how to get this, and Sick Boy, who Andy Lowe, he takes part in the challenge. You'll see he just puts in some of these insane scores. On the second screen, after the second time round, you get to the second screen, you get these, the birds will attack you, and as they're flying back up the screen, they turn into actual little sort of phoenixes. You see they're flapping their wings. Now, I think there's 3 of them on the left-hand side of the screen. If you shoot them as they're moving up the screen, you get, I think it's 200,000 points. So that's how you get big scores. I think it was a bug. But you know what? It's part of the game. If you can score that, then wire in. You know, I mean, it still takes a lot of skill to actually do that. So I've been playing a bit of Phoenix. What else was I playing? I was playing my Amiga for a wee bit. Anything else? Can't remember. I've been doing a few videos. You've probably seen the video I did with Lucosa a couple of nights ago. It was some of the worst sports games. I mean, there's just not worst sports games. Some of the worst film tie-ins, and there were some of these are absolutely bloody awful. So yeah, I've been doing that. I have got a couple of videos finished, and I've also got one video which I've been working on. This one video for about 4 months. And it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I just keep kind of chipping away at it. I'm now at the point where I'm sort of doing the commentary over it. And I'm desperate to get it finished because I don't want my computer to crash and I'll lose everything that I've done. So I have got a few videos coming out and I will keep trying to get as many videos put out sort of during the week as well. Thanks to everybody that's subscribed. My sub numbers seem to be jumping up really nicely, which is fantastic. I did, thanks to Kim Justice, I did get a little kind of shout out on Kim's channel a couple of weeks ago. Or it was last week, I think it was. She did, it was some of the worst games in the C64, and she did say that she'd been using, amongst a few other sort of YouTubers, she'd used a couple of my videos. So yeah, she gave me a nice little shout out, which is, you know, it's always nice for people to kind of see her channel. So, right, listen, I'm going to crack on. I've got the questions in front of me, so I'm just going to batter straight on with them. So first up is Down the Rabbit Hole. Hi, Alan. Apologies for no waffle questions for a while. Life has been hectic. You no need to apologise, Kevin. I know exactly what things are like, buddy. First of all, very sorry to hear about you lost your previous job. But as someone who is also not enjoying my present employment, I would say it sounds like it's for the best, and I'm glad you landed back on your feet with your old employer for a while ago. Yeah, Kevin, you know, life is too short, and it's the same with anything. I keep going, I'm like a broken record. Relationships, jobs, anything. Life, you only get one crack at this. Life is too short. If there's a bit of your life that you're desperately unhappy with, then you owe it to yourself to change. So yeah, I hope things either pick up with the job for you, Kevin, or else you get something else, mate, because I know only too well what it's like being in a job and you're miserable. As for gaming questions, I assume you're playing a lot more now that you have all this available time like us. What games are you finding you're playing most now? Well, be honest with you, Kevin, other than last week, which was kind of like a week off, I'm still working, so I don't have all this extra time, and I kind of laugh when I see people talking about self-isolating and what to do with all this extra time. I've not actually had, and I'm not going to say a luxury, but I've been working, so I don't actually have any more time than normal. So I did a game I started back on, and I'm an absolute numpty. The Last of Us. In fact, you know what? There we go. You've actually just mentioned it there. Yeah, I've been playing The Last of Us. It's an amazing game, so I've restarted that again. I think I've completed it twice already. So yeah, finally, considering how many games use viruses as the end of the world theme, such as Last of Us, are you finding those games have a new meaning for you, or can you shrug it off as just a plot coincidence? You know what? I think the current crisis in the world possibly inspired, is that the right word to use, me to go back and play The Last of Us. I mean, The Last of Us is an absolutely astonishing game. It really is. It's one of my favourite, when I say next gen or current gen, it's one of my favourite modern games. If you've never ever played it, then you've got to go and play it. It's a brilliant game. And I've also been playing with Ava, my daughter. I've been playing, what do you call it? Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, because these are both fantastic games. And again, they're all about an apocalyptic world where, you know, people are holed up in bunkers and what have you, and it's just zombies. Well, fortunately, we're not quite there with the zombies part of it, but yeah, I've been playing these games. I don't know whether, I think possibly unconsciously, with everything that's going on at the moment, it's kind of pointed me towards playing these games again. But The Last of Us, seriously, never played it. Go and do yourself a favour and play it. So thank you, Kevin. Mr. Stephen Thornburn. I was calling you Thornburn, but just because I've got crap eyesight, it's Thornbear. Hi, Stephen. A wonderful waffle. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much, Stephen. I really appreciate that. Nice comment. Mr. Closed Channel, congratulations on the new job, sir. The last one sounded like a right nightmare. Hopefully this temporary position will go on to be something more. Yeah, thanks very much, CC. I do appreciate it, buddy. Lactobacillus Prime. Excellent, you got a new old job. Yeah, I never thought I'd ever hear somebody say that, but yeah, thanks, Mark. Colin Jones, good to hear about the job situation. Waffle question, even though I'm still working, I'm finding I'm doing more around the house during this lockdown than I was before. Are you doing anything different to normal while the country is largely closed? Apart from always going out every day for a cycle, I can't really think my life has changed that much, Colin, because, you know, I live on my own. I mean, I've got my daughter comes across to see me every now and again. I live on my own, so really, you know, the isolation thing's not really affected me that much, you know, that differently. And as I've mentioned before, and I know Lone Boys Post 1975, he did a really good video all about, you know, how is the isolation thing, how is that affecting you? Other than, you know, not being able to get mates around or whatever, which, you know, is crap, I don't think it's really changed my life that much. I mean, I'm a very sociable person. I like being around people. So it's a bit naff that you can't get to things. Obviously, not being to my computer club for about 3 months or 2 months, whatever it was. But because I'm a video gamer, I've got all this wonderful technology. I've got all the games, all the stuff around me. So it hasn't really affected me that much, Colin. Certainly not compared to some people. So, you know, I do regard myself as fairly lucky that, you know, other than not being able to go out as much as I would like, it hasn't affected me that much, you know, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, yeah, John ASM. Hi, mate. Thanks for this stream. I'm the generation after you, so your channel has filled in a lot of gaps about arcade games for me. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you're very, very welcome, John. Nice to have some young people on the channel, because I think my channel generally appeals to old people like myself. So it's always nice to have a bit younger people watching. Bangkok, Ian, congratulations on getting another job, Alan. Thank you very much, Ian. It's a surreal situation here too, mate. Bangkok streets are deserted and curfews in place. Yeah, it's mental, and it's easy to kind of just think that it's your own backyard that this is happening in, and then you realise it's happening the world, throughout. It's just mental. Please, could you do a video that we could make a VR to? Well, actually, when I saw your question or your comment the other day there, Ian, I have got a question for the community that I'm going to put out. I was going to say Sunday. Chances are I'll probably do a live stream because I tend to kind of do live streams and just play video games. I will be doing one. I've got one that I thought about last week, so I am going to get that put out next week. So hopefully you can get a chance to do a VR in it. So thanks, nice to hear from you, and I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Mr. Lewis Vidler, nice one, Alan. I liked seeing the Saturn games there. I'd love to see some more Saturn content on your channel. I love my Saturn, just bought a mod chip to play CDR backup price. Sorry, I'll start again. I love my Saturn, just bought a mod chip to play CDR backups as prices have gone nuts, and I'll lately sell my collection. Yeah, no worries, Lewis. I have got, my Saturn, I think it's got a chip in it. I can certainly play backup, so I'm assuming it must have a chip in it. I bought it like that. I love my Saturn. I never had one back in the day, but see, for like shoot 'em ups and that kind of stuff, it's absolutely, it's a fantastic machine. And I promise you, I will do some more race. I will, maybe next week or something, I'll spend a couple of hours just playing some Saturn games. So that's a definite. Batman, glad you got another job, sir. You deserve a slice of good fortune. Great waffle action too. No worries, Bat. Always nice to hear from you, buddy. Jorgen, I should say. Hi, Alan. What game, in your opinion, had the biggest hype going on about it and then turned out a disappointment? Myself, I remember Outrun on the Amiga. Same goes with Rise of the Robots. Listen, first, Jorgen, thank you very much. You're coming all the way from Sweden. Hopefully you can understand my accent. I have had a few people commenting they don't understand what I'm saying. Believe it or not, I'm actually speaking English. But yeah, I do know I've got quite a strong accent. That's what you get when you come from Scotland. What game, in your opinion, had the biggest hype and it turned out to be a disappointment? Obviously the common one, Rise of the Robots. I never bored with Rise of the Robots. I think the games that I was really looking forward to playing are 8-bit games. One of the ones that was a big disappointment was Waffle Exploding Fist 2. The sequel to Waffle Exploding Fist. The original game I love it. It's a game that I've got so much love for. I've got so many happy memories. I remember seeing it, or I remember reading the review in Zap, and I had to pre-order it. The guy that owned the computer shop, I went up to him on a Saturday, and it was going to be the Wednesday before he got the game in, and I was so excited. And the game was awesome. And then they brought out a sequel, and I could not wait to play it. I thought, a sequel to Waffle Exploding Fist. And it just, I don't know, it was just a disappointment. It really was. It just felt quite boring. Even the sort of the actual fighting aspects were kind of limited. It was a disappointment. Other games, I wouldn't say it was hyped as such, but one of my favourite games of all time, like a lot of people, was Sensible Soccer, Sensi Soccer as it's known as, on the Amiga. And it's just an absolute cracking game. It's not just the best football game ever, it's one of the best games ever you could play. I'm not a football fan, but I just thought it was awesome. And then they brought out World of Sensi Soccer. And I don't know, I think they obviously added a lot more to it. You could be the manager, but they kind of messed about with the gameplay a wee bit, and it just didn't play as well. It was really difficult. And then I got it on the PC, and the PC version, though it looked identical, it just didn't play the same. I think probably because it was a different, team that had programmed it. It wasn't the Sensible Software guys that done it. So I was disappointed with that. I'm trying to think of any kind of modern game that I was disappointed with. I mean, games that are really, really highly rated and I bought and I don't play is it Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game on the Switch. You know, some people talk about that as being the greatest video game ever. And I've tried to play it and I don't know, I just get fed up. The thing that really annoys me about all these kind of modern games is all this bollocks where you've got to like craft stuff, even like Zelda as well. You know, you've got to make a weapon and it only lasts for so long. And I understand that's given a bit of depth to the game, etc. But I'm old school. If I pick up a weapon, I want to be able to use it constantly. You know, I can't be arsed with crafting and mining for stuff. And I'm really not into that at all. Yeah, I suppose other games I was disappointed in. Street Fighter on the Amiga. Street Fighter 2. The less said about Street Fighter on the Amiga, the better. That's a god-awful game. But the second one, Street Fighter 2, obviously it was an amazing arcade game. It was great in the SNES. And the Amiga one just didn't cut it. I was so wanting it to be like the SNES one. But, you know, the animation wasn't the same. It was slower. Trying to play it with a single button joystick. Excuse me as well. Just disappointing, really disappointed with that as well. But there's probably some more games, Jorgen, that I can't think of, you know, off the top of my head. But listen, thanks very much for your question, buddy, and I hope you continue to enjoy the channel. Milthy Swinbuckle, hello again, Mainmeister. Question for the next Waffle. If society came to a standstill for some reason, perhaps a zombie apocalypse, or for a rampaging giant monster from Japan, or even from some horrible pandemic that rips through the world, and you were trapped in your house for several months, but you only had 3 Commodore 64 games and 3 Amiga games to keep you occupied. I can sense where this question is going. My question would be, which games do you pick? These might not be your favourite game, but games that were going to keep you occupied for the oncoming months, with either massive replay value or from a lengthy challenge. Without giving too much thought, my 3 Commodore 64 games would be Elite, International Karate Plus, and one of the Ultima games. Not sure which one, but remember playing it and enjoying Ultima 5 back in the day and not coming anywhere near to completing it, even though I put many hours in. My 3 Amiga games would be Sensible World of Soccer, Alien Breed 3D 2, The Killing Grounds, and Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. That's a cracking question. Bloody hell. If you asked me that tomorrow, I'd probably give you another different answers. C64. One game would be Super Pipeline 2. Now, I know you can technically complete it, but you know what? It's such a fun game. So that would 100% be one of them. C64, blimey. I'm thinking a fast-paced arcade game. So probably, I would probably go for Drop Zone, I think. Yeah, because technically you don't get any into it. So yeah, Drop Zone, Super Pipeline 2, China Miner. That was going to challenge me forever. Yeah, China Miner. I actually do enjoy China Miner. I really do. I think it's a great game. It really taxes you a lot. You've got to learn how to get through it. So that would be my 3. China Miner, Drop Zone, and Super Pipeline 2. Commodore Amiga, you've already picked one of them. Sensible World of Soccer. I'm trying to think, what else would it be? I'm thinking possibly Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker, because it's a game that, you know, it takes a lot to learn. into kind of master. So yeah, I'm thinking possibly Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, maybe Stunt Car Race or something like that. Something a wee bit different. I was going to say Hybris, but I don't know that. Do you get to a point where you complete the game? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think I would go for Jimmy White's Snooker, Sensible World of Soccer, and what was the line I just said there and I can't remember. I've completely forgot what the game was I said. Anyway, you can rewind the video and listen. So anyway, listen, fantastic question, Milty. Thank you very much. Zoe, very enjoyable Q&A. Comment reading, thank you very much, Zoe. And finally, Panther UK, good waffle, mate. Glad to hear you didn't burn your bridges and were able to sort it out for your old place while looking for something else. Thanks, Chris. For the next time, because I know you love these, Desert Island time. Choose one system, one game, one CD, one magazine, and one joystick. Now, I'm going to not answer the one system purely and simply because Bangkok Ian asked me if I would come up with a question for the community, and that's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be about the system, the one system. So I'm not going to answer that here. One game, oh, blimey. I'm assuming it can be any game, whether it's a video game or anything. It would have to be Berserk. One CD, presumably a music CD. I'm thinking Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. One magazine? Blimey, is that just one magazine you've got to read over and over and over again? I think I would go for the first issue of Zap because I can. And one joystick, well, that's a nice easy one. It would be this, the Wickle Boss, because it's the bad boy. That's the one I used to play back in the day. So, anyway, listen, guys, that is all the questions. I've no idea how long this video is running for, but I think that's quite enough. So, listen, I just want to say thank you very, very much, for your continued support. Like I said, my subscriber numbers are going up. It's nice to see some kind of new comments. It's always nice to see new people kind of watching the channel. I do appreciate everybody's support. As I've said before, I would not be doing this stuff, if it wasn't for you guys. So, anyway, listen, have a nice weekend. Please, please, please stay safe. And I will be coming along on Sunday night, probably about 7 o'clock, 7:30, to do a live stream. I'll just play some video games. But I will put a wee link on my Main Meister Facebook page. So finally, guys, as always, thanks for watching.